Look at this. No, seriously, look at it. This is Dr. Thumb. The memes write themselves. But if you look past the weird design, you realize something terrifying. This entity is the single most important figure in Jujutsu history. More important than Gojo, more important than Sukuna. Without Tengen, there are no Jujutsu high schools. There are no safe zones. Modern sorcery simply does not exist. We've heard the name whispered for 2 seasons, but now that we've finally met them, we have to ask, why do they look like that? Why are they hiding? And why is their mere existence about to end the world? To understand Tengen, you have to understand the architecture of this world. Think of Tengen not as a fighter, but as a server. They are the operating system that runs Jujutsu society. Tengen maintains the barriers that span across Japan. These barriers do 2 things. They suppress the outbreak of cursed spirits, and they hide the Jujutsu schools from the public eye. They are ancient. We're talking Nara period, over 1,000 years old. Tengen is the guru of sorcerers. They preach the foundation of what became modern Jujutsu. But unlike Sukuna, who traversed the ages by becoming a cursed object, Tengen did it differently. Here is where the horror sets in. Tengen possesses the cursed technique Immortality. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, words matter. Immortality is not eternal youth. Tengen doesn't die, but they do age, and they do evolve. Think of a lobster. Biologically, some believe lobsters don't die of old age. They just keep getting bigger until they can't sustain their own shells. Tengen's technique rewrites their body to keep them alive. Over centuries, the human vessel breaks down, and the body evolves into something else. Something that minimizes energy consumption. This is why they look like a thumb now. It's not a design flaw, it's biological efficiency taken to the extreme. But this evolution has a dark side. The Jujutsu higher-ups knew this evolution was dangerous. They feared that if Tengen evolved too far, they would lose their humanity, literally. They would cease to be a person and become a force of nature, or worse, an enemy. That's why the star plasma vessels existed. Every 500 years, Tengen needed to merge with a compatible human vessel. It's a hard reset. It rewrites their body data back to human. We watched this tragedy play out in the Hidden Inventory arc. Toji Fushiguro killed Riko Amanai. The merger failed. Back then, we thought the tragedy was just about Riko dying and Geto turning evil. But we missed the bigger picture. Because the merger failed, Tengen's evolution wasn't stopped. Because nobody reset the clock, Tengen has now transcended humanity. They state it themselves. I am more cursed spirit than human now. Their consciousness is one with the world. They are everywhere and nowhere. That sounds cool, right? Wrong. It is a catastrophe. Because there is one man who specializes in controlling cursed spirits, Kenjaku. He possesses Suguru Geto's body. He has cursed spirit manipulation. If Tengen was still human, Kenjaku couldn't touch them. But because Tengen has evolved into a spirit-like existence, they are now susceptible to being captured like a common Pokemon. If Kenjaku absorbs Tengen, he gains control of the barriers. He can force a merger not just with a vessel, but with all of humanity. He wants to merge Tengen with every human in Japan to create a chaotic, godlike, cursed energy entity. So why does Tengen look like a thumb? Because they are the living embodiment of a failed system. A system that sacrificed young girls to maintain a status quo that Toji Fushiguro broke. Now, the most important protector of Japan has become its biggest liability. The heroes aren't just fighting to save the world. They are fighting to stop their own god from being eaten by the villain. What do you think? Is Tengen responsible for this mess by not finding a better way, or are they just a victim of their own technique? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more JJK deep dives. See you in the next one.